Are you a broiler farmer who is tired of poor performance in your broiler chicken? You have been buying expensive broiler feeds, but they are not helping you to reach the market weight at the right time. And also, you have been tired of buying, the starter feeds. Then after the starter stage, you buy again the finisher feed. If you are tired of all this and you want to formulate your own broiler feeds at home, then you are in the right place, because in this video I want to share with you 2 broiler feed formulas that are going to help you formulate feed that combines the starter and the finisher feed of the broilers, such that you are not going to buy the starter and the finisher feed. They are going to be in one formula. I am going to give you the ingredients that you are going to use to make this combined broiler feed, and also the actual amounts of the ingredients that you are going to use. Mind you, these broiler feed formulas, I have tested them myself and I have seen the results. Due to the high cost of maize or the corn, the whole idea behind this research that I was doing is to try and cut the cost of production by using maize byproducts, so that I can avoid using the maize, because the prices usually fluctuate and most of the time you end up consuming a lot of money when it comes to buying the maize as an ingredient for the broiler feed. In this video, I'm going to show you how I cut the cost by up more than 15%. That is, the cost of production came down by 15%. A little disclaimer is, if you want to prepare your own broiler feeds, make sure that you know about these 3 things. Number 1 is the ingredient availability. Number 2, the cost of the ingredients. Another thing is the nutritional composition. The last thing you need is have a good formula that now you're going to use to mix up these ingredients. Before we get into this video, kindly, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notification, so that every time that I post another educative video, YouTube will alert you. Also, make sure to hit that like button and also the share button, because they help this video to be shown to more farmers so that they can be able to get this important information. You can also tell us where you are watching us from and leave your suggestion and questions in the comment section below. First things first, what are the ingredients that we are going to use to formulate these broiler feeds? Number 1, you're going to need maize, soybean meal, maize bran, limestone, bone meal, broiler premix, salt. Then you are going to add amino acids, that is methionine, lysine, and threonine. But now someone may ask, why do you have a few ingredients that you are using to make these broiler feeds? And the reason behind it is because we are trying to cut the cost of production as much as possible, while not ignoring the fact that we want our birds to meet the market weight at an appropriate time. Here are the amount of the ingredients that you are going to use in the first broiler feed formula. For the maize, you're going to use 38.7 kgs, soybean 25.5 kgs, for the maize bran 31.32 kgs, limestone 0.8 kgs, bone meal 2.7 kgs, broiler premix 0.3 kgs, salt 0.3 kgs, methionine 0.2 kgs, lysine 0.16 kgs, and threonine 0.03 kgs. And this is going to make a total of 100 kgs of the broiler chicken feed. Now let's go to the second formula. For the maize, you're going to add 12.42 kgs, soybean meal 20.4 kgs, maize bran 62.8 kgs, limestone 0.8, bone meal 2.7, broiler premix 0.3 kgs, salt 0.3 kgs, methionine 0.18 kgs, lysine 0.13 kgs, and threonine 0.03 kgs. And again, this will make a total of 100 kgs of the broiler chicken feed. The difference between the two formulas is basically the amount of the maize and the maize bran that we are using so that we can cut the cost of production. And now during this research, I found out that the normal feeds that you can buy at the shop, compared to these two formulas, you are going to cut, when you use feed formulated using these formulas that I have given you, you are going to cut the cost of production by more than 15%. And also you can be assured that the ingredients are of good quality because you are the one who have looked for them and used them in preparation of the feed, unlike the already prepared feed whereby you have brought a feed that is already composed and you might not know the amount of the ingredients that they have used and also the quality of the ingredients that are composing that feed. Now, as I had promised about giving you the important findings that I got from this experiment, the first important one is about the cutting of the cost of production, because you find that compared to the normal feeds, these formulas are going to help you to cut the cost of production, like I have said, with more than 15%. Also, another thing that I found is that there was actually no other significant differences, for example, in the weight gain, in the carcass yield, weight of the intestines or the liver, or even in the feed conversion ratio. And this shows that you can be able to cut the cost of production by, formulating your own feeds using these formulas that I have given you. After now you eliminate the high cost of the maize, because if you look at the formulas, you're going to see that compared to the normal feeds, the amount of maize is quite, actually for the second formula, it's half the amount of maize that is usually used to make, the normal broiler feeds. And for the second one is 12%. For the second formula, it's about 12% of maize, and for the first formula, it's about 39%. And for the normal feeds, you are going to find that you are going to use about 65 or more than 60% of the maize, and that is why we are seeing a decrease in the cost of production by a good percentage that can help, to increase the profit margins at your farm. As you use these formulas to formulate your broiler feeds and increase your profits, I also recommend that you hit the video that is on your screen right now so that you can be able to know how to prepare the layer chicken feeds.